Hello everyone, welcome to Andy Visits. In today's video, we'll be discussing top 10 best horror movies based on real true crime events. True crime has always been prevalent, and with the expansive history of serial killers, missing person reports, and mass suicides, there is a lot of horror in the real world outside of movies. So here we are discussing top 10 based on true stories.
A maniac.
Silence of the Lambs. It features a notorious killer, Buffalo Bill, a mass serial killer who abducts women to steal their skin from them for a nightmarish skin suit that he is crafting. Buffalo Bill is based on a number of serial killers, most notably Ed Gein, also known as the Butcher of Plainfield. Ed Gein was a mass murderer who abducts women, skins them, and used their remains to craft household items and a full face mask.
Physical strength, precise, and he's never impulsive. He'll never stop.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Like Buffalo Bill, Leatherface is also loosely based on Ed Gein. Leatherface is deformed and therefore resorts to stealing pieces of his victims' faces for his own iconic mask. In the later films, other items such as aprons were also made out of human skin. Leatherface and his family are known to be cannibals, a trait that had also been based on Gein's long list of crimes, and though Leatherface kills men and women, the film focuses mostly on a final girl.
This is the movie that even if one of them survives.
Psycho. Ed Gein really impacted the world of horror movies. Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho is another film loosely based on Ed Gein and his crimes. Although the original Norman Bates was imagined by author Robert Bloch as Gein was in action, Bloch got the likeliness of the serial killers near identical. One of Gein's many crimes was grave robbery and necrophilia. Lighthouse. 2019's The Lighthouse is loosely based on a mysterious missing person case at the Flannel Isle Lighthouse. In the actual story, 3 men went missing: Thomas Marshall, Donald MacArthur, and James Duquette. The men left nothing before and had seemed to just vanish until one of the lightkeeper's logs were found. In it, the keep spoke of a horrible storm that was blasting the island and other strange and mad phenomena, much like that in the film. Scream. Scream is a notorious slasher flick with Ghostface as its leading killer. The self-aware film of the 90s is actually based on a serial killer. The Janesville Ripper, Danny Rawling, had murdered a number of people, mostly students, in Janesville, Florida. This, mixed with Kevin Williamson's, the writer of Scream, love for horror movies, created one of the biggest slashers in the genre. Along with Ghostface being loosely based on the Janesville Ripper, the film and its sequel had induced a number of copycat crimes in the following years.
Now he's taken his love of fear.
The Strangers. The Strangers is a truly haunting movie. It follows a couple who is staying in a house kind of in the middle of nowhere. No one is really around except them. At least that's what they believed. A young girl hidden by the shadows on the front porch comes knocking on the door asking, "Is Tamara home?" After that, the couple begins to be surrounded by people wearing masks, trying to break into the home. No reason is given as to why they planned this attack or why they focused on this couple, which almost makes it even more eerie. The break-in and brutality is based on the Manson family killing of Sharon Tate and company. The Girl Next Door. The Girl Next Door and its remake are both based on the real case of a teenage girl named Sylvia Slikens being brutally murdered by her neighbor in Indiana, 1965. The film An American Crime with Alan Page is also about this case. Basically, Sylvia and her sister stayed with caretaker Gertrude Banisquisi, who encouraged her 7 children and the kids from the neighborhood to violently and horribly abuse and assault Sylvia to death.
Nothing.
The Amityville Horror. While the Amityville Horror is notoriously a supernatural film based with demonic possessions, ghosts, and so much more, the story also has a true crime element. The story is based on a real crime and haunting in Amityville, New York, that the real Ed and Lauren Warren of The Conjuring fame helped with. Before the Lutz family ever moved in 1974, Ronald J. Butch DeFeo Jr. murdered his parents and 4 siblings with a rifle. Though he has changed his story a number of times, he claimed he heard voices in his head telling him to kill them all. So which one is your favorite among all? Do share in the comments section. Thank you so much.